What's up? Here we are. Max La Bombadera and Dylan Jabangadera.
Back at it again. Welcome to another episode of Back of the Room. It's me, Dylan, and with me this week, my boy Max Fortune is in the house. It's just Max and I as Jake is hunting somewhere.
Doesn't even eat meat, but he still wants to kill animals. Yeah. Just for the fucking... That's like, sick. That's sicko shit.
It's very sick.
That's demented, man. Yeah. Just to kill something and not even touch it. Just like, ew, gross.
Yeah, he just wants to watch something die up close.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's doing crowd work while they're skinning the elk. Like, oh, you skin a lot of elk around here.
So how long have you two been dating?
My spot on. Oh man, that knife's going deep in that, man. You're fucking that up.
I sense some weird energy coming from the carcass over here. What's going on with you, carcass?
Classic. That's spot on, Jake, right there.
Yeah, man. I should do an album.
But so Jake, yeah. A whole album, baby. I'll host. I'll open. Yeah,
I'll give you. Maybe I can give you like a 5-minute guest, Steve. Might have some other people in mind for a host. I don't know. I heard you on the last album.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Well, yeah, man. So fucking, man, what a doozy of a week it's been. Like the skies here in Portland are still pretty gnarly, but it's definitely cleared up a little bit.
I don't think so.
You know?
It's still hazardous. I checked the air quality meter. It still stays in hazardous most of the day. It's insane.
Well, like, yeah, it's still very bad. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's like, it is gnarly. It's crazy. Just a week and a half of just hazardous skies. That sounds like an emo album from the early 2000s. Like, yeah, we put out Hazardous Skies.
Hazardous Skies by Yellow Card.
Yeah.
It's the new Yellow Card LP.
That brings me Ocean Avenue. I don't know that song. What are we even talking about?
Dude, that album was the shit.
It was, man. Like they had a real moment.
Yeah, they did. The violin made a huge comeback in a big way for like 6 months there.
Yeah, man. A bunch of like 13-year-olds were like, "Mom, I want a violin." No, I swear I'll play it forever. I'll get really good at it.
Do you take orchestra in school or band?
No. Well, no, I didn't. I wanted to in high school, but they were. I remember my reason for not signing up was that whenever they performed, like the jazz band had to wear like top hats and like bow ties.
Can't put a man in a top hat. Can't put a proud white man in a top hat.
No, man.
I guess you can't say proud white man. Proud man.
A proud man.
Proud man.
No, man. Like my, I've experienced too much trauma in my life in regards to hats. Like my head doesn't fit regular hats. I got a big dome.
Oh yeah.
And so I was immediately like, nope, not wearing a fucking top hat to play guitar, man. That's not what.
That was the deal breaker. Know? Oh, and you could have played guitar, right, in the jazz band.
Yeah, but yeah, at the high school me, that was like the furthest thing that I wanted to do. I wanted to just play my own shit. I'm learning these Chili Peppers songs on guitar. That's more my thing.
I see. Yeah, man, it still sucks here. It's like climate change is real. If this is what climate change is, we are fucked. It's over.
Yeah, we're done. Absolutely.
I don't know.
Like just the skies just being like a matte, like deep yellow orange. Like it's just you can't open the fucking windows. Like the only silver lining with this, like with all the smoke, was that at least it wasn't too hot. Like literally, like just here in Portland, like if it was 90 degrees and you couldn't open your windows, like that would have been. We're all like just a west coast of poached eggs.
Yeah. I mean, it was supposed to be hot, but I guess all the smoke, the sun can't even get through the smoke to heat up the heat up the ground. I don't know how it works, but it seems like reverse greenhouse gas.
Like, that's so gnarly. It's so gnarly on so many levels. But At least, the temperature's going to go down if we just watch. It's going to go down.
I'm sure everything will be fine afterwards. There'll be no lasting effects. It'll all clear up in a few days, and we'll just forget about it.
Yeah. So last week you were in Central Oregon when the fires really popped off.
Right. Yeah.
That was some great That was some great timing to choose a vacation into the woods of Oregon.
Yeah. No, it was okay. It was actually okay. I mean, we left the day I think the fires had already started. But we were east of the Cascade Mountains, and we didn't get any smoke until. We got some smoke on Labor Day, I think, but then it cleared out the next day. And it was good for a couple days, but then the wind shifted. And then once the wind shifted, we had to leave. It was crazy. You couldn't sleep, you couldn't breathe.
Yeah, so you were in the thick of it.
I guess,
literally.
But I mean, we weren't that close to any fire. Maybe as close as we are now to the fire near Estacada. We were close to the Lion's Head fire, which is over by Mount Jefferson. But on the, I know the meter now. The meter 300 to 400 is hazardous.
Yeah, and it was 800.
It wasn't quite 800, but it was pushing 600 over there. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, it was way past hazardous. I'm sure people will have lasting health effects from just this couple of weeks here. There's no way people can't.
Yeah, all the if you go out, just getting in your car and then just minimal time outside, you just have a fucking headache.
Everything stinks. I'm sure we won't know it, but we'll stink for the next couple months. Our furniture will stink.
If you had your friend whose parents smoked inside the house and so everything just smelled damn, this 7th grader's fucking smoking hella cigs. Really cool.
Right.
It's no, that's just his dad and mom smoke at the dinner table. Oh, I'm so thankful. My mom quit smoking when I was around 11 or 12, but at least she smoked in the garage. She didn't smoke in the house. So
that's a whole nother level, smoking in the house. But I feel if you own a house, I'd smoke in it. I just rent, so I've never smoked inside.
Yeah, you have to be a real piece of shit to smoke inside if you're just renting. That's squatting, I think. That's more smoking inside, you're squatting. There's some piece of shit renters out there, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. Feel bad for all the landlords out there. Shout out to all the landlords.
Shout out to the struggling landlords, they always have your best interest at heart. They're the true sufferers right now.
I have a coworker who has a second property. I have no idea how, because
boo.
Yeah, we don't make enough money to do that, so I don't know how she swings it, but yeah, her stories, she'll tell me horror stories about her renters, and I'm I could care less.
Yeah, you don't want to listen to fucking goddamn Sauron tell about oh man, all these fucking hobbits are they're fucking my shit up. Shut up. No one cares. No one's rooting for you. I'm sure it
sucks. If I was a landlord, I would be mad if my tenant didn't pay rent on time, but when I don't, it's one of those things. If you're not if you don't know what it's like,
if it's not happening to you, if it's not happening to you, you don't.
It's
give a
someone
shit.
telling you about their dream or something that happened in their dream. I can't even imagine. It has no effect on my reality, so I don't care.
It's just when if you're a stand-up comic and you don't run a show, you're just it's the difference.
Here we go.
A show and then just
here we go, Mister. I ran a show for a year, for 13 months.
Not even a year. Not even a year. We made it 10 months.
I ran a show for 10 months.
Hey,
it was the worst experience of my life.
Shut the fuck up, Max. That's not
the emotional labor I had to do,
dude. I am a victim of gentrification.
You got
Max.
kicked out?
We were pushed out of our
of an already shitty neighborhood.
Yeah.
I guess that place is good now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of like your show.
It's an empty room.
Standing upright at the Ape, which I had the pleasure of doing. It was a cool room, but it was just I don't know. that neighborhood was weird.
Well, it was like on Alberta, but not like the sexy part of Alberta.
Exactly. It was like just felt in a residential neighborhood.
Yeah. No, like Alberta Arts District is fucking between MLK and 33rd. And so anything fucking west of that, yeah. Nope. It was My Father's Place open mic. That was a true institution.
Hey, we made it over a year, man. We made it over a year.
Yeah, hey, yeah. No, hey, you made a bunch of money. Like, good for you, man. But
no, but yeah, I can't imagine like what running a local show, especially in Portland, is like. Especially like a long running. Oh, just the people you would have to book and the people you would have to entertain. It would just be soul crushing.
Yeah, you have people like ask. It's just that's. I should have prefaced it by saying, based on my limited experience running a show, it's just it's like you're a landlord of a specific block of time. Right. And so it's just, you got everyone like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can, but then they're not showing up. People, just all sorts of shit. It's herding cats.
Yeah.
But, no one wants, you don't want to hear me, provider of 8.5 months of weekly comedy to mostly empty rooms, but
did anyone just not show to a show without telling you on that?
Yeah, we had one person.
Oh, okay.
We had one official no show.
Was it an out of town person or local?
No, it was a local
talent.
We did have a show where no audience showed up, so we had one week we had to pull the plug. Damn. And
good on you though for just pulling the plug on that one. Some people want you to keep going, or like the show must go on.
Yeah, like, oh well, the show must go. It's like if there's no one there, then there's no show.
Right.
Like that's the. There were definitely shows where, like, I remember doing this show out in deep East Portland. And there was it ended up canceling, but the host was like, all right, if we get 3 people, if 3 people come in, we're doing the show. And I just remember thinking, like, dear God, I hope no one shows up. Like, please. And then that shit, we canceled it. Then I drove in town, did an open mic that had a button. Like, there was I went and did the Brody open mic, and it was a night where there was 10 people in the crowd, which was, substantial.
Yeah, man. It's kind of, I've gained a lot of perspective since COVID started on how whack a lot of these local, why was I ever stressing myself out about local comedy or local shows? It just, yeah, these shows that nobody shows up to. It's just for you and other comics, basically. I don't know.
I remember that was kind of a thing. Like when you're seeing flyers for all these shows, and you're like, oh man, I hope I can get booked on that show someday. I hope I can get booked. Yeah. And then when you do get booked, you go and it's a weekly bar show. So it's like sometimes you get booked on a show and there's 5 people there, and you're like, oh, what? This is what I was.
It's because of you. I was so worried about they booked you that week that happened. That no one showed up. They saw the flyer and they're like,
yeah. You have the opposite. You don't have a draw. You've got you're an active deterrent.
Yeah. Hey, any publicity is good publicity.
Exactly. Just word of mouth.
Yeah.
So okay, but see, you're in Central Oregon. It sounded exciting because you were sending us updates about The Price is Right. During the day.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just taking it easy.
That's when I knew it was that was a real vacay.
Yeah, we stayed at my wife and I just went out by ourselves for a few days, but then we met up with my family later. But for the days that we were alone, we were staying at this condo in Sun River that I booked off of Airbnb.
Yeah, shout out Sun River.
Yeah, I've never been to Sun River before. I heard it was nice, but we were not in the nice part of Sun River. We were in the apartment row with the cottage cheese, drywall on the ceiling part of Sun River.
Yeah, man. You were more in the Sun Creek area.
Yeah,
we
were
River,
literally on the other side of the road from Sun River, right across the street. But it's still considered Sun River, I guess.
Yeah, you were You were in Moonlight Creek. That's where you were at.
Right.
Man. Opposite.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, it was a little different over there. Like, not as much mask wearing inside, I guess. But it's like, okay, whatever. Don't really care. But you know how I feel about Fauci and all his lies. So I'm like, this is Fauci's fault. People aren't, wearing masks. But it was just like, I don't know. It's just a little different over there. But it was fun. We were, but the place we stayed at, like the walls were thin. The internet didn't work. They didn't have cable. So, few hours there every day. I was just stuck watching, the old standbys, just network. So I was like, yeah, Price is Right.
Yeah, man.
What else did I watch?
Find one of those like weird channels that's playing like Andy Griffith's show. It's like not channel 12, but like in between channel 12 and 24, some shit.
Yeah, Seinfeld reruns. Yeah, all that stuff.
Nice. Man, my stepdad's parents had a house in Sun River, and we would go there sometimes, and like it was just they had the ultimate like grandma setup where like, cause like there were a bunch of grandkids, so she had like all these like this shelf full of just like all these like Disney movies and just all this. So that was the tightest experience of getting to go there. It was just like, oh shit, they got all the good movies on VHS that we can watch. It's gonna be fucking tight. I was such a fucking nerd. I'm like, oh shit, she's got the Page Master on VHS. Oh man, I know what I'm doing for 3 days.
I don't even know what the Page
animated
Master
Macaulay
is.
Culkin
That's
for
a
that.
Deep cut.
Macaulay Culkin, Christopher Lloyd, animated books, adventure.
No.
Oh, hey man,
it's lost on me.
Sun River's Sun River's changed.
It just hits
man.
different in Sun River.
Sun River's just built different.
It is.
No,
it is.
But describe like when it reached the point where you guys are like, okay, we're cutting this shit short. We got to go.
I guess it was Thursday night. Thursday late afternoon, the smoke started rolling in over the mountains, I guess. I don't know the geography exactly, but...
You're like, damn, is Cypress Hill playing a concert over there?
Yeah, exactly. You could see it, coming in.
Dad joke.
As like a wall of smoke, and then it like kind of settled in that night. And then that night, like trying to go to sleep was impossible. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't fall asleep. And then the next day, we're out of here. You couldn't see, more than a couple 100 yards in front of you. Anyways, I feel like people don't care because my other people have way more exciting fire stories, like their houses burned down and shit. But yeah, we were mildly inconvenienced by the fires.
Look, if you lose a house in Estacada, I mean, is
Estacada nice?
Is it a big deal? No, it's like it's on the way too nice, like the forests and whatnot. I guess a dude cut off his mom's head and walked to the grocery store holding her severed head in Estacada.
Damn. Do you see all those people putting up signs like, "We'll shoot you on sight if you try to loot our house here in Estacada"? Like. We won't call the police. Yeah. Your family will never find you. Bang, bang, shot on sight. Like, what are you going to get in Estacada? Like, are you in the market for, like, a good floating inner tube? Like, what are you going to grab over there?
Yeah. No, you're not looting anything good in Estacada. Like, oh, you got a couple good, like, push mowers?
Yeah. Some good orange camo swim trunks? Like, no thanks. Now, if, like, the West Hills... set on fire and everyone has to evacuate, then I'm going. I'm looting.
Yeah. You got to loot up in the West Hills. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, for sure. There are areas worth looting. Estacada is not one of them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I've only been there a few times, but it's like, it's pretty. And it's horrible what's happening. It's probably not going to be as pretty anymore. I don't know, like, what's the damage going to be from these fires? Like, is the whole area, because like you see the news and it looks like it's like pockets, like one neighborhood could be burned to the ground and then the next one's totally fine. So
man, imagine that resentment. Like just your neighbors just across the street, their house is like just fine.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well, there is a lot of ash. We had to power wash the sides, but it is there.
Yeah, we're having a barbecue next week. Oh, yeah, cookout.
I lost my house to a fire. I never want to barbecue ever again. I'm eating cold food for the rest of my life. You're going to offer someone who just lost their house in a fire, they're like, hey, we're cooking over fire, man. We're using this thing that just destroyed your life. Well, I'm cooking with it.
It's free. It's out there. Fire's free.
Yeah. So, okay. So you guys fled in the middle of the night. Was it exciting?
No, we just left the next morning. Friday morning. Yeah, it wasn't a great escape.
Did you at least like hastily wake up the morning and like go, or was it like, no, we're gonna have some coffee?
Yeah, no, it was a non-emergency situation. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have like, I was listening to the news today. There was a guy that had to flee his house in his underwear, and then he had to jump on the back of a service truck and like ride 3 miles to his ex-wife's house to get. And then he lost his dog, but his dog survived because it went and lived down by a pond for 2 days. Yeah. I didn't have anything like that.
Good boy. That's a good dog.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say he jumped on the back of a service dog or like service animal. Yeah. Be like, damn, he
stole it.
That golden retriever earned. Hey, well, we'll workshop your escape story. Don't even worry about it. We'll have it ready for the stage. By the next time you do stand-up, you're going to have a killer 15.
Everyone will have forgotten about the fires by the time COVID's over. There's so much stuff that's happening that is just like it's just gone.
Yeah, we've been overwhelmed for so long now, and this is just oh god damn. And all the while I've just been sitting here in the apartment. I watched all of Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
that's my struggle, with these fires. Didn't one of your neighbors get arrested by the federal government not too long ago?
Oh yeah,
or federal marshals.
My next door neighbor, 5 federal marshals came to their house with their guns drawn and arrested her.
You and your wife, in your daring escape from the fires, rush home. So for the sake of this story, we're gonna make that happen as you guys are getting home.
Oh yeah,
in our revamped version of your story.
Yeah.
So you pull up, and then there's 5 feds.
Yep, I had to dodge 5 feds. But yeah, they arrested her. I think, but then she just got released like the same day. So I think it was just a show of force,
Was she like a Silvio Dante? Like she got arrested. She's like, "Oh, I'll be back. My soup will still be warm."
Yeah.
Some shit like
that.
Exactly.
No, it was scary, because I heard it. I heard him knock on the door like, boom, boom, boom. Federal marshals here for, I don't even remember. They're new neighbors. I haven't met them. So,
damn, that's one hell of a first impression.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't fuck with her.
Right. Yeah, I guess she was involved in the protest somehow, and they came after her. But yeah, did you guys talk about the guy who shot the Trump supporter, who then got shot by the U.S. Marshals?
Oh yeah, we barely we touched on that, but afterwards, like I looked more into. I didn't realize like he had been got like they he was shot like 40 times.
Oh yeah,
something like that.
I mean, they went there to kill him. I mean, I don't know if he pulled a gun, but I'm pretty confident in saying that regardless of whether he was armed or not, or pulled a gun, that he was not going to get out of that situation.
That the fix was in on that. I read somewhere it was like a witness said like he was like eating like he was like eating licorice or some shit. Like he was eating candy.
Yeah, he did not seem
shot.
phased.
Like, they rolled up. They didn't.
In that interview he gave with Vice.
But goddamn, that's definitely, yes, they send a hit squad to get this guy, just gangland, like shoot him, 40 plus times, and then like no footage or anything.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody had I guess it happened so fast that no one had the chance to pull out their phone and film it, but sounded.
I guess that's the ultimate strategy. You gotta act quick.
That's right. Yeah, that whole situation is just crazy. Like, I don't know. Luckily, it's gonna start raining soon, so all that shit will stop. But
I can't remember ever like hoping for more rain.
Right. For multiple reasons.
Like it was just, this is just like, please bring all the rain. Make it happen. It's like, this is what we're known for. It's the Pacific Northwest. We're not supposed to be on fire. It's supposed to be just like rainy and gloomy,
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough out there, but I wonder, has this stopped? Have all the protests stopped because of the smoke? Or are they still going on?
I think they were like postponing some things, like because I mean, like you can't be outside.
No, it's hazardous.
Beyond hazardous.
It was already dangerous before, but now it's hazardous.
I like that. Like, yeah, that's a nice distinction.
But yeah, what's new with you, Dylan? What's going on in COVID land over in Northwest Portland?
COVID land, man. It's just there was like that windstorm that started all this shit. Like, blew some shit down. Like, my big thing is that our garbage and recycling hasn't been picked up for 2 weeks now.
Why not?
That's my struggle.
What's going on?
The place is just like, they're being pushed back because of the hazardous air quality.
Oh shit!
But
it's crazy how much stuff goes to shit if the garbage doesn't get picked up for 1 week.
Oh, dude, it fucks everything.
Like, could you
up.
imagine if there was no garbage pickup service?
And I guess that goes to just show like the climate change mess that we're in is just because like the trash, we just take it out and it's gone. As long as it happens every other, trash every other week or whatever, but it gets going. But yeah, that shit gets thrown off and everything's out of whack. Definitely.
Yeah.
Man, but the main thing I've been consuming a lot of content, watching, going back I watched D3, the third Mighty Ducks movie.
Sure.
And doesn't hold up, man. That was definitely the weakest of the trilogy, but
that's the one where they're in college, right?
Yeah. Or I think it's even like just like a private high school even.
And somehow the junior national team can't make varsity at a small high school / community college or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Major plot point hole right there.
Yeah, they won a gold medal, but they can't make the varsity.
Yeah, where was the varsity team? They should have played in the Olympics or the Junior Olympics.
No, man, they were just too busy fucking hazing junior varsity teams. Like just doing all sorts, setting people's clothes on fire.
Yeah, we went from fighting international powers like Iceland to juniors and seniors.
Yeah, man. But there's like fucking Benny the Jet, what's his name from The Sandlot, the kid who could like skate fast but couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Like at one point he's crawling under the tables, like looking up girls' skirts and shit. And it's just then he looks to the camera and he does this kind of like and then like there's this like whimsical like kind of musical accompaniment to him just being like whoop, whoop, like, hey, what are you gonna do?
Hey, just boys being boys, just ducks being ducks.
Quack quack, baby. That's just they fly together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of problematic stuff, man. So that was, that and just the destruction of the Charlie Conway character was really.
What happened to
up.
Charlie Conway in that movie?
He's a fucking dick. Like he's like an asshole. Like after this, like the second one, he becomes, like the whole point of the second one was him like maturing and everything. Then he's just he just acts hella shitty in the third one.
Damn.
This got me so worked up. But that's where I'm at. I was like critiquing the third Mighty Duck movie. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at in my life. So,
are you going back to the stage? Are you going to be returning to the stage at Helium anytime soon?
I don't think so. Or I haven't reached out or anything.
Yeah.
So
I saw that they're doing outdoor shows now, and they're booking Seattle's finest comics to do that.
The outdoor shows, like, then just right in time for this fucking historic fire season.
Yeah, they had to cancel it.
Hazardous air quality. Yeah, that's... Talk about things just not falling your way.
I think that's probably why the fire started. God was like, we can't have this show. This is disrespectful to. I don't know. Never mind. Cut this part.
No, we'll leave it in.
No one listens to this. I didn't name any names.
Yeah, we're 32 minutes in. No one's still listening to this.
Yeah.
If you are, message Max on Instagram to prove that you.
Yeah, message me and I'll tell you. I'll give you the lineup for the next week's outdoor show at Helium, and we can both laugh.
I'm telling you, man, you need to hit them up. This is your time. You got to get in there, man.
No, this can't be the time. I can't take advantage of 200,000 people dying of a preventable disease to make my way up in local comedy.
Hey, if you don't, man, they died in vain, man. Avenge
true.
them, Max.
That's true, yeah.
If you show up and start speaking truth to power, we'll call it the whole thing even.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised. I think a lot of people have just given up on comedy, and I don't blame them, but I don't know. I don't know how it comes back or when it comes back.
Yeah, I don't know how anything comes back. We're fucked.
Yeah, until the vaccine comes out.
It's
just around the corner.
They're working on it. It's coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard not to be super cynical
about
just about everything, but that's why you watch shitty movies like D3 and then you like point out all like the plot holes and you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
At least I'm not playing inline roller hockey, so I could be
Hey, they're
worse.
on ice. They're on ice in D3.
Definitely the worst filmed hockey sequences of the trilogy, hands down.
Yeah.
Like they blew their budget elsewhere, but that wasn't it. All right, topic change. We'll shit on Paul George for a second. Just the fact that Paul George changed his number to 13 and whatever years ago so he could have his nickname PG-13.
Right.
That is fucking dumb. That's like your nickname is going to be PG-13. Like, yeah, PG-13, man. Side boob. That's what I'm known as. My nickname means I can say fuck once in an hour and a half.
Hey,
PG-13.
He's a little feisty. He's a little spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets in the one fuck, and then there's some like adult overtones. You might see some drinking, but at the end of the day, it's whack.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't have an open mic to go to. That would have been. I apologize for workshopping that.
Oh, was that in the notebook?
Yeah, that was in the drafts.
Do you still write jokes?
No.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. And because there's nothing.
There's a lot going on, but it's like, yeah, if I don't have a place to do it other than Twitter, what's the point?
Yeah. I'm so bad at Twitter. Like I don't have the stomach for it. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't be in it. I've talked about this to you before, but like I swear, like if I tweet something and it doesn't get a like in like 6 hours or something,
it's coming down.
I can't live with that. Yeah. I'm weak like that. I don't have the stamina.
Yeah. I just have the wackest Twitter following, I've decided, because it's all people that like followed me, when we all started doing comedy. So it's mostly just people that have quit comedy that are that aren't on Twitter anymore.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I just can't get many more followers because I don't tweet enough, I guess. That's my excuse. But it's just I just want to start all over, just like delete the whole thing and just like have a burner account.
Do it, man. Burn it all to the ground.
Yeah. All that shit. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's just all so stupid.
This guy that did air quotes, did comedy in Portland. That guy, Jet Black or whatever. Remember that guy?
Yes.
That was around?
Yeah. Yoga pants wearing.
Well, he's got
yoga pants wearing ass.
Man bun wearing ass. Yeah. Like
that's the fucking shit that we had to put up with. Like, no one in Portland. That's how fucking weak Portland, whack Portland is. Is like a guy could go up in yoga pants and no one calls him out on it. No one's like, this is.
Well, it's happening now, years after the fact. Portland style. Anyways, he's got an Instagram account with over like 30,000 followers.
Why?
And right now he's like, I'm abandoning it. Who wants this account? I'll give it to you. You'll have my 30,000 followers. And then it's like it's just like what? Like I hate that shit. That happens like with meme accounts on Instagram all the time where you're following someone and then out of nowhere it's just a different profile and like they're doing like different shit and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I didn't follow this. I followed that.
Right. Why would anyone buy someone else's following when you don't offer the same
they're just going to be like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's people are just gonna unfollow you, or the 15,000 bots of those 30. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
But like, that's just like such a weird thing. Like,
wait, how does he have 30,000 followers on Instagram? What does he do on his Instagram?
I don't know. It's just I would guess that a number of them are fake. That's just a hunch.
Is it memes?
They might be
just nature pictures. What is it?
I don't know. I don't know. He was posting on Facebook about getting rid of his Instagram account.
Well, good for him.
And that's just giving that away.
Huh.
You know.
I wonder how much that.
But
costs.
yeah, so this is a long way of me telling you that I bought an Instagram account with 30,000 followers.
Dope.
You know, so I made it. What if I bought like 30,000 followers and then I just like thought I was better than you and Jake? Like, I stopped talking to you guys. Yeah, just like, oh man, I don't know if I can do the pod. You know, just you got to have like at least 30K. I don't say 30,000. I say 30K.
Yeah,
that's just
my online digital footprint is quite large.
Yeah,
it's all about brands. It's all about branding.
Yeah. I like when people get to that point where they just always refer to things in the thousands as K. You sound smarter, right? Like, invested about 80K in that over the last fiscal year.
There is a local comic in Portland that has bought followers in the Ks before.
Well, there are plenty of people that buy Ks, man. That's part of the game.
Well, what about 10K? 10K is a pretty sizable chunk.
10K is, yeah. Hey, that of the Ks, 10
I don't know how
good.
he's doing now. Actually, let me check. Let me see how many he has now.
All right, Max, what went down?
The Zoom ran out of batteries. It's my second podcast of the day. Second interview. I'm a hot commodity here in the Portland podcast community. So, yeah, my Zoom couldn't take it. I ran out of batteries. I don't have any more batteries.
We ran out of...
My Zoom's fucked up. It's going up. We're trying to record on Wave instead of MP3. So, I don't have the stamina or the mental fortitude to fight through this, unfortunately.
So backers are... Max's... we ran out of batteries, but luckily... We got a good about 40 minutes in, so we feel comfortable with that we've scratched your back of the room itch, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. Anyways, so this is the first outro we've recorded. You know, so this is kind of a historic moment.
Yeah, people have been waiting for this moment. They've been saying, "I'll remember the day when someone has to record through someone else's phone."
Yeah,
and my sound quality will be even worse than it usually is. This is a historic day for the backers in the back of the room.
Yeah, I'm recording Max, who's talking to his cell phones come through my laptop into the recorder. Man, this is a human centipede of a human centipede. I fucked up. I gave it the South Park title, but yeah, human centipede of audio recording. But yeah, so thank you all for listening. Max, you got any final words?
Yeah, please listen to the next one. This is all I have. This and basketball cards. So if I lose this, I'm gonna kill myself or just be sad. So
yeah,
don't stop listening because I ran out of batteries.
Excellent. Well, yeah, everyone, we'll hear from. We'll talk to y'all next week. Shout out to producer Jack for putting everything together. Thank you all for listening, and we'll talk to y'all next week. All right, peace.